Hi friends and welcome. In this lesson, we are going to explore what identifiers and variables are in Python. In the previous lesson, we installed Python on both Windows and Ubuntu machine. Additionally, we wrote few lines of code on the Python shell. Writing code on the Python shell works fine for simple tasks, but it becomes difficult to manage as the lines of code get larger. As a result of this, we need to install an editor to write code more efficiently. Think of an editor as the Microsoft Word for code. Just as Microsoft Word is used for writing Word documents like letters, a code editor is used for writing code. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to use a code editor called VS Code. Feel free to download any other code editor of your choice. If you are using Windows or Mac OS, open up the browser and search download VS Code. Click on the first link, which is the official website of Visual Studio Code. So for Windows, click on the download icon. By now we have it started. In the downloads folder, we need to click on the installer. Right click and run as administrator. We need to accept the agreement. Next. Also, I would like to create an icon. Click on next. Install. Right now, we have successfully installed VS Code. Click on finish. This is going to launch the VS Code. Clicking on this icon shows the files and folders we have in the working directory. It shows open folder because we don't have any at the moment. I'm going to create a folder which is going to contain all my work files. On the desktop, I'm going to create a new folder called Learn Python. Then let's move back to the VS Code. On the VS Code, click on Open Folder. Then choose Desktop. Then I'm going to choose the folder I just created. Select Folder. By now, we have the Learn Python folder as the working directory. This icon here shows how to create a new file, while the next one shows how to create a new folder. For now, I'm going to create a file. Click on this icon to create a new file. Enter the name of the file, variable.py. Remember, we are dealing with Python, so every file we are creating, that is Python files, they must end with .py. Press enter on the keyboard. By now, we have this file created, which is a Python file because it ends with .py. We can write simple Python code here. Save it by pressing Ctrl S. To run this Python code, we need to click on this icon. Click New Terminal. On the terminal, we need to type Python. Then the name of the file we just created, which is variable.py. Then press enter on the keyboard. As you can see, we have the result from the code printed on the terminal. This is how we can write hundreds of lines of code in a file and run it. On Ubuntu machine, one possible way of installing VS Code is to visit the Ubuntu software. Click on this menu icon, then search Ubuntu. Click on the Ubuntu software. On the Ubuntu software, search VS Code. Click on VS Code. Because I have it installed, I can see this trash icon. Otherwise, it should be installed now. Once you are done with the installation, we can search the software from here. This shows Visual Studio Code. Alright, so we have it here. That's the installation of Ubuntu machine. In the real world, one of the ways we are able to identify objects or items is because they have names. For example, we refer to a specific object as a car and another object as a table. This same principle applies to programming. We need a way to be able to identify items or objects we need to refer to. Identifiers are names given to objects in programming. For now, do not bother to know the particular objects we have in programming. When it comes to naming objects in programming, it is important to keep in mind certain rules and regulations. The first rule is that the name you assign to an object must not be a keyword. Keywords are reserved names that hold special meanings within the language. This image shows the restricted names: false, none, true, async, await, break, and so on. None of these names can be used within the Python programming language as the name of an object. We can access the keywords in the installed version of Python by writing the following two lines of code. Import keyword. Save the file and click the play button to run the code. This shows all the keywords available. Another rule is that an identifier, which is the name of an object, must not start with a digit. This means we are not allowed to use names like name, 1H, 0car name. These names are prohibited because they begin with a digit or number. Special symbols like the $sign and hash are not allowed to be included in the name of an object. This set of names cannot be used at house, house, house. The position of the special symbol does not matter. There is no restriction on the length of identifier. Name like your address is a valid identifier. The length of the identifier can be as long as needed, as long as it follows other naming rules. White spaces are not allowed. For instance, contact number. Although each of the name, contact, and number follows the naming rules, but because of this space, it makes it an invalid name. The last rule on the list is that a name can start with any letter from A to Z, or a name can start with an underscore. It also means that all these are valid names. A is a valid name or lowercase. Z is a valid name and lowercase. Also, we are allowed to add more letters. H, H, H. Adding numbers is also a valid option. Remember that descriptive names are better than short names. Another point to note is that identifiers are case sensitive. That means a name H is not the same as H because of this case. This is uppercase while this is lowercase. Based on the rules we've mentioned, we can list some valid names and invalid names. H is a valid name. Name underscore 1 is also a valid name. The digit we have is not at the start. Cat 3 is also a valid name. This is also a valid name. We have underscore in between the names. Invalid names. H name This starts with the digits. This name has a special character. Class. This is a reserved keyword in Python. And also my-name. This contains a special character. This image shows the rules and regulations for Python identifiers, which are also known as the names of objects in Python. The same way we have real-life objects such as a table, a variable is one of the objects that exist in Python programming. Variable simply means anything that can change at some point. For example, my name, my phone number, and my school are all variables because they can change. The age changed from 20 to 21, and the level changed from 6 to 7. Every variable has a name or identifier. In this case, the name of the variable is age, and the value is 20. All the rules and regulations we mentioned while explaining identifiers apply. Variable names such as $price, 1 hour, and import are not allowed. $price, this has a special character. A variable cannot start with a digit or number. Import, this is a reserved keyword in Python. To represent what we have mentioned in Python, we need to write age equals 10. When we write age equals 10, the age on the left hand side is the name of the variable, also known as the identifier, while the value 10 is being assigned to the variable. This sign looks like equals sign from mathematics, but it has a different meaning in Python. The equal sign is used to assign values to variables. Let's create some variables in our code. The name of the variable or identifier is on the left hand side, while the value we want to assign to the variable is on the right hand side. Once we have declared a variable, we can access its value by referencing the name of the variable. Let's use the print statement to print the output to the terminal. Click on the play icon to run the code. As you can see, we are able to reference the variable using the name of the variable. This means we can always access the value stored in a variable by using its variable name. Let's pretend to use an invalid name, such as a keyword. As you can see, we have an error because we are using a keyword as the variable name. The keyword is expected to be used in a particular way. Naming styles refer to the standards followed when naming objects. In Python, one common naming style is snake case. In snake case, variable names are expected to start with a lower case. If the name consists of multiple words, they are separated by underscores. For example, an identifier, or which is the name of a variable, can be first underscore name. So this is the convention used in the Python community. If I need to write username, I will simply write user underscore name. In camel case, the first letter of the variable name starts with a lowercase and the first letter of subsequent words is capitalized. In this case, the first letter will start with a lowercase while any other words would be uppercase. First name, username. In Pascal case, the first letter of every word in the variable name starts with a capital letter. When you create a variable, a memory location on the computer is used to store the value. The computer memory is like a cupboard with separate sections to store different items. When you create a variable in a programming language, a specific portion of memory is allocated to store its value. We can check the location of the memory address of an object, such as a variable, using the id function. The id is expected to be unique and constant for an object during its lifetime. Print id of age. Print id level. Each number is unique and also referred to as the memory address of the object. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider liking, sharing and subscribing to the channel.